So now in this video I will solve some more numericals of surface tension. This is numericals of surface tension. So you can see this is the question number 11. Question number 11, here it says a thin wire is bent. You can see in the book. Yes. A thin wire is bent in the form of a ring of diameter 3 centimeter. Means ring is having what diameter? 3 centimeter. The ring is placed horizontally on the surface of soap solution and then raised up slowly. How much upward force is necessary to break the vertical film formed between the ring and the solution? So see here, first you imagine this. Suppose this is the water surface and here a ring has been placed. It's clear. This is the ring has been placed. When you will raise this ring upward, what will happen? A soap film will be formed along the curved surface of the cylinder. It's clear. Here it will be when you will raise it, when you will raise this ring upward, a curved film will be formed across the कर्व्ड सरफेस ऑफ द सिलेंडर. मतलब एक क्या हो जाएगी, फिल्म यहाँ पर फॉर्म हो जाएगी. इट्स क्लियर. नाउ इफ यू सी हियर व्हाट विल बी द टोटल लेंथ ऑफ द फिल्म. टोटल लेंथ ऑफ द फिल्म विल बी द दिस. इट्स क्लियर. बट एज यू नो दैट इट इज इन कॉन्टैक्ट ऑफ एयर फ्रॉम इनसाइड एज वेल एज इन कॉन्टैक्ट ऑफ एयर फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड. इट्स क्लियर. दिस इज ए सिलेंडर ऑफ द सोप film. It is a cylinder of the soap film. It is clear. This is the soap film. This one is the soap film. This is also the soap film. Cylinder of the soap film. So there will be how many? What will be the total length of the film? Total length of film will be twice of circumference. That is 2 into 2 pi r. It is clear. Now how much will be the surface tension force acting on it? So it will act in vertically downward direction. As we know that surface tension force always acts tangential to the surface. Therefore, it will act in this direction by the other molecules. So first you find out the total length of the film. So it will be 2 into 2 pi r. Here what is the value of r? So 2r is given 3 centimeter. In the question it is given 2r equals to 3 centimeter. So it will be 2 into 2, 4, pi 3.14 and this is 3 upon 2. So it will come out 18.84 centimeter. In meter it will be 18.84 into 10 power minus 2. So what will be the force required to destroy, the force required to break the vertical film? So see here, अगर क्या है, जितना फोर्स नीचे लग रहा है उससे अधिक का फोर्स ऊपर लगा दे, व्हाट विल हैपन? इट विल बी डिस्ट्रॉयड. दिस फिल्म विल बी डिस्ट्रॉयड. जितना फोर्स नीचे लग रहा है उससे अधिक का फोर्स ऊपर की ओर लगा दिया जाए, देन इट विल बी डिस्ट्रॉयड. इट्स क्लियर. इट इज जस्ट लाइक दिस. सपोज ये कपड़ा है, आया समझने, और इसका ये सरफेस क्या है, बंधा हुआ. Now what will happen? Every molecule of this fabric is pulled in downward direction. It's clear. अगर हम इस तरफ इतना फोर्स लगा दें कि ये इसको ओवरकम कर जाए, ये यहाँ से क्या हो जाएगा, फट जाएगा. फट जाने का मतलब क्या हो जाएगा, बेकार हो जाएगा. वैसा ही यहाँ पर भी होगा. जितना फोर्स यहाँ नीचे की ओर लग रहा है उससे अधिक फोर्स ऊपर लगा दें, व्हाट विल हैपन? दैट फिल्म क्या हो जाएगी, फट जाएगी, मतलब डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगी. सो व्हाट विल बी द अपवर्ड फोर्स नीडेड? इट विल बी T into the length of the film. Length of the film already you have calculated. What is surface tension of soap solution? 3 into 10 की power minus 2. So it will be 3 into 10 power minus 2 into 18.84 into 10 power minus 2. On simplifying it will come out this. It's clear. Now you can see the next question, question number 12, and this question is also very good. The length of a needle floating on the water is 2.5 centimeter. Means what is the total length of the needle? Needle is this, its total length is 2.5 centimeter, and it is floating on the surface of water. How much minimum force in addition to the weight of the needle will be needed to lift the needle above the surface of water? Means वेट के अलावा कितना और एडिशनल फोर्स रिक्वायर होगा टू लिफ्ट इट. सो सी हियर हाउ मच एडिशनल फोर्स विल बी रिक्वायर्ड टू लिफ्ट द निडल. It will be equal to the surface tension force which is acting by the water molecule in downward. Surface tension force which is acting here on the needle in downward direction, means this you can see here, this. But as you know that liquid is having, here needle will have two free surfaces. Here surface tension force will act in this side as well as in that side. दोनों साइड में लगेगा, इस तरफ भी लगेगा surface tension force and it will act in this direction also, in the downward direction. So what will be the total length, effective length of the needle will become 2L. 2L, that is, here it is given how much? Perhaps it is given 3 centimeter. No, 2.5 centimeter. This is not 3 centimeter, 2.5 centimeter. So what will be? It will be 5 centimeter, that is 5 into 10 power minus 2 meter. So what will be the force required to lift this? How much force will be required? So it will be T into total length, that is T into 2L. 2L already you have calculated here. It is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 2. So you substitute, so it will be 36 into 10 to the power minus 4 Newton. It's clear? Now you see the question number 13. Now it is these questions from 13 to 17 questions are based on the excess of pressure. So as we already know that if there is a curved liquid drop, or curved liquid drop means it is filled with liquid, there is a soap bubble. In soap bubble, inside there will be air, outside there will be air. There is a air bubble under water. Under water there is a air bubble, means it is surrounded by air. It is surrounded by water here. Here there is air. So what will be the pressure difference? There will be a pressure difference in the inside. There will be an excess pressure in the inside. अंदर की ओर एक excess pressure होगा. And what will be that excess pressure? So that excess pressure will be equal to delta P equals to 2 into T upon capital R. If there is one free surface means only in one side it is in contact of air. So here there is only one free surface in the liquid drop. Here this air bubble is inside water. It is in contact of air only in one side, from inside, not from the outer side. So there is only one free surface. It's clear? But here you can see air is inside as well as outside. There are two free surfaces. So if there is one free surface, it will be this. If there is two free surfaces, then it will be 4T upon capital R. So you can see the question number 13. Here the air pressure inside a soap bubble of diameter 3.5 mm is 8 mm of water column. मतलब एक्सेस प्रेशर कितना है? उतना है जो 8 mm का वाटर कॉलम जितना प्रेशर एग्जर्ट करता है. इट्स क्लियर? Calculate the surface tension. So see here. Here it is given that excess pressure is equal to how much? Which is exerted by a water column of height 8 mm. So that you can calculate H into rho into G. H is 8 upon 1000, convert in meter. Rho is density of water, 1 into 10 की power 3. G is 9.8. When you will simplify, it will come out 78.4 Newton per meter square. But we know that this will be 4 into T upon R, because this is a soap bubble having two free surfaces, so it will be 4 into T upon R. So what will be T? T will be delta P into R upon 4. If you determine T, then it will be equal to what? T equals to delta P into R upon 4. Delta P already you have calculated. So you substitute here, delta P is 78.4. R, 2 into R is 3.5 mm. So R will be 3.5 upon 2 in millimeter. How will you convert in centimeter? 10 की पावर -3 से मल्टीप्लाई करते, divided by 4. When you will simplify, it will come out equal to this. It's clear? So you have to remember that whether there is one free surface or there are two free surfaces. If one free surface, then excess pressure will be 2 into T upon capital R. What is R? It is the radius of curvature. It is the radius of curvature, this. It's clear? Now you see the next question. Question number 14. You can see here question number 14. What would be the excess pressure above the atmosphere inside an air bubble of 0.2 mm radius situated just below to the surface of water? Means this air bubble is just below to the surface of water. You have to calculate the excess pressure above the atmospheric pressure. It's clear? The surface tension of water is this, and express this pressure in terms of the height of mercury column. So see here. Here this air bubble is just below to the free surface of water. Suppose if it is situated here. See here. Instead of just below to the free surface of water, suppose it is situated at h depth below to the free surface. मतलब free surface से कितना नीचे ये situated है? h depth below situated है. Then what will be the excess pressure here? So first you see there are how many free surfaces? There is only one free surface. Which one is the inner? From inside it is in contact of air. So because of surface tension, what will be the excess pressure? Delta P. Plus because of the pressure due to this height of water column, that is H into rho into G. It's clear? This much will be the extra pressure inside the air bubble above the atmospheric pressure. मतलब इसके अंदर एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर से कितना अधिक प्रेशर होगा, इतना अधिक होगा. मतलब अगर इसके अंदर का टोटल प्रेशर निकालना है, हाउ विल यू फाइंड? एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर प्लस दिस प्रेशर. बट व्हेन इट इज जस्ट बिलो टू द फ्री सरफेस, इन दैट केस H will become 0. H will become 0 means this term will vanish. It's clear? So you find out air bubble inside the water has one free surface, so excess pressure will be only 2 into T upon R. You substitute the value 2, T is 0.07, R is 0.2 mm, in meter it will be 2 into 10 power minus 4, you substitute this, so it will come out 700 Newton per meter square. Now you have to express this pressure in terms of the height of mercury column. So how will you express? So there is one formula, P equals to H into rho into G. You have to determine the value of H. So H equals to P upon rho into G. P is given 700. Rho is 13.6 into 10 की power 3. G is 9.8. So it will come out 5.25 into 10 power minus 3 meter. So in millimeter it will be 5.25 mm of mercury. मतलब excess pressure किसके बराबर है? Which is exerted by this length of mercury column. This length of mercury column. Now you see the question number 15. Question number 15 you can see here. Find the depth at which an air bubble of radius 0.7 mm will remain in equilibrium in water. Given surface tension is this and G equals to this. You have to find that depth at which an air bubble of radius 0.7 mm will remain in equilibrium of water. So see here, this air bubble will remain in equilibrium when excess pressure, that is delta P, is equal to the pressure due to this height of water column. Air bubble will remain in equilibrium when excess pressure inside the drop is equal to the pressure at that depth. Here we have ignored the atmospheric pressure. Why we have ignored the atmospheric pressure? Because here we are concerned only with this drop and that you can say water. So air bubble has one free surface, so delta P equals to H into rho into G. What will be delta P? 2 into T upon R, H into rho into G. You have to determine this value of H. So substitute 2. What is T of water? 7 into 10 to the power minus 2. What is R? 0.7 mm, that is 0.7 into 10 to the power minus 3. Then what is H? You have to determine density of water 1 into 10 to the power 3 kilogram per meter cube into G is 10. When you will simplify, it will come out 2 centimeter. It will be 2 centimeter. Matlab at 2 centimeter depth, this will be in equilibrium. It's clear? It will be in equilibrium. Now you see the question number 16. Question number 16 you can see. There is an air bubble of radius 1 mm in a liquid of surface tension this and density is this. The bubble is at a depth of 10.0 centimeter below the free surface of liquid. Means it is at 10 centimeter depth. By what amount is the pressure inside the bubble greater than the atmospheric pressure? It's clear? Means bubble के अंदर का pressure atmospheric pressure से कितना अधिक है? So see here, what will be the extra pressure inside the bubble? It will be 2 into T upon R plus pressure due to this height of water column. Pressure due to this height of liquid column, that is H into rho into G. So you substitute the value 2, T is given 0.075 divided by radius 1 mm, so 1 into 10 to the power minus 3. Then H rho G, H is given 10 upon 100 into 10 to the power 3 into 9.8. On simplifying, it will come out 1130 Newton per meter square. Similarly, there is the question number 17, exactly same as this, so that I will not do. So in this lecture, we will do only up to here. Now the remaining numericals based on ascent and descent formula and angle of contact, that I will solve in a separate video. Thank you.